Exactly.
He's like, I would actually like to catch Maverick disease.
Right.
All diseases sound cool, like Lou Gehrig disease.
That's actually does sound
It's a person.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
He was a cool person. Jinx. Yeah, Luke Harris.
Man, you know what sounds lit? Fucking Parkinson's.
Yo! Sound like a gang, actually. Watch out for them Parkinsons over there. They don't play at all. I heard he shook one guy up.
Yo.
He shook one guy up. Oh, man. What the fuck?
That was wild. That was something.
I'm sorry. I'm off the cuff. I'm sorry.
That's going to be the cold open. Christian guy makes fun of Parkinson's.
Whoa! Oh, my God!
Travis Hipsters this week.
Live from Kanye Sunday service.
Yeah.
Kanye Sunday service. We're going to be talking
Wait, I got an intro. I always do this when I go to secular shows. Can I do this intro? And it goes, it's Not Your Average Hipsters, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to Not Your Average Hipster. Hold up. Take two.
I got shit up, huh?
No, wait, here we go. Take two, and
You got your name right.
welcome to Not Your Average Hipsters Baptist Church. This is Malli Phresh. How y'all doing?
Here we go.
All right.
He just made us a Baptist church.
So when I did that in the Grog Shop, I was like, what's up, Grog Shop Baptist Church? How y'all doing? The whole crowd. I went to the Hookah Captivate. I went to Captivate. What up, Captivate Baptist Church? How y'all doing? They was like, what? And they just changed the atmosphere from there. So whenever I go to places that's not
My
churches,
bad,
I make
guys.
it churches. It's just something I do. I make places churches wherever I go. Because we
feel
are
you,
the
though.
church. The
I feel
church is
you.
a building. We are the church. So this is Not Your Average Hipsters Baptist Church while I'm here. Please and thank you, Pastor. Minister Antoine.
Slanker.
Minister Antoine over there.
Yo, this is
A full last name at this point. Deep.
I'm Reverend Dorian over here.
I'm the deacon.
So I can evangelist.
I'm not a...
You the offering God.
Right.
I got my money.
I handle the money.
I just slapped it though. I'm the deacon. I'm the deacon.
Don't you disrespect me. Get my title right, man.
Hey, if it got something to do with the bread, it's going through me, baby. I'm
Right.
No matter how you slice it, I got the bread.
Hey, go ahead and ask for that collection plate again. Pass it around one more time.
I'm taking his own 10%. I ain't got time for that.
Hey, deacon, that Bentley looking real nice.
It was a gift.
Thank you.
Lord have mercy.
So we're going to be talking with Antoine, Jeremy, Dorian, and Malli Phresh this week. We're going to be interviewing Malli Phresh, who is a local Cleveland Christian rapper, right?
Yes, sir. Correct.
All right. And that's
awesome.
That's the end of the intro there.
Appreciate that.
We're finally in
That's how
the
you end in the intro?
I mean, you know, the
Hey,
intro
I didn't know we ended intros.
the intro got
Ended intro.
it got real sidetracked, so I feel like it needed an ending.
For sure.
Yeah, that was the craziest intro we ever had.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Greatness is contagious like the coronavirus.
Like the coronavirus.
The coronavirus, whatever you call it.
My man Malli is
Spreading greatness like herpes.
damn.
I'm sorry, I do that to my girlfriend all the time. I'm like, girl, you stuck with me like herpes. She's like, what? That's a terrible
Well,
comparison.
you know I got it.
And if I got it, you got it.
Hey, baby. I'm telling her that tonight. Thank you for that. I told her you stuck with me like a child rape case on a man. She's like, what?
Whoa.
Like, I think of the worst things that you stuck with and I give it to her. She's like, these are not good comparisons, babe. I say,
Yeah, those are
not.
those might kill the mood a little bit.
Yeah. That's what I do to her. She loves it in the long run.
She loves it.
In the long run. She don't like it at the moment because she's like, dude, that's terrible. But she'll love me for it eventually. She'll learn to love it.
For the child rape jokes.
Yeah, pretty much. No, what I say?
Hey, it's been a minute since we had a child rape joke on a Not Your Average Hipsters episode.
There's going to be another minute, too.
I think I said, what is it? What happens when you do that? You get like you're a sex offender. I said you stuck with me like a sex offender. So that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
You're stuck with me like a sex offender.
How much better?
That's like,
a little bit better than child rape.
That's
less hard I said. And she's into politics. Like she wants to be a mayor one day. So she said that actually was a clever one, but I still didn't like it.
She wants to be a mayor of Cleveland?
She wants to be a mayor. She's going to school to be a lawyer, but she wants to go into politics. She doesn't want to practice law.
Does she want to be mayor of a particular city?
No, she just wants to get into politics. She feels led to it. So she's just pursuing that.
She wants to be the mayor of Iowa, Idaho.
She's not taking it for Frank. Frank been mayor since I was in 5th grade, so she got to go elsewhere.
I mean, Frank, Frank's getting old.
He's been old since I've been in 5th grade.
Right. And he had that whole thing with his grandson.
What happened
over the summer where like his grandson was like, did his grandson shoot somebody this summer?
Wow.
Man, I cannot.
Mayor Frank Jackson?
Yes.
Mayor Frank Jackson's grandson's a savage, yo.
I cannot be the only one who heard about this.
Like we championed this.
No. Because it's crazy, bro.
Mayor Frank Jackson's grandson, he is fucking running these streets.
We need another corruption scandal, right? So this dude beat up.
What?
He beat up his girlfriend, I think. Like banged her head on something.
Lord have mercy.
And like there was like testifying to this in like court and stuff, and then he didn't even go to jail.
Yeah, because
Frank Block, homie, that's why.
Huh?
It's Frank Block.
Frank Block.
He did not go to jail. It's just corrupt, man. You know, Mayor Frank Jackson was talking to the judge.
If you was the mayor, would you expect your son to go to jail?
His grandson.
Or okay,
even worse. That's my son's son. Come on,
would you expect,
no, not worse.
Antoine the third.
The third.
Antoine third. He gonna be here soon.
Hello. That's a terrible thing to say, but he's probably right.
Your kid is still like, hey, what do you mean?
I mean,
he got 6 years left.
10 years,
6 years,
12 years.
When do you plan on being a granddad?
Probably like 10, 12 years.
Wow.
That's pretty realistic.
Antoine's like, my kid's gonna have a kid when he's 13. That's what it is.
So I was talking about sex in high school.
In 10 to 12 years, he would be like...
No, you said soon, bud. 10 to 12 years ain't soon.
Yeah. That is pretty soon.
No, 10 to 12 years is not soon.
That read.
That's like a decade and a little bit.
Yeah. Listen, we just started the decade, Antoine. We just started it.
Okay, you might be right. I used the wrong words with soon.
It's all good. Lord have mercy.
I'll take that one.
So how long have you been a Christian rapper?
That's a complicated answer. I started at 8, and then I started.
When did you start rapping?
I started rapping at 8 as a Christian rapper.
Okay.
I made fun of my teachers in elementary school with a rap that's on YouTube. I roasted all the teachers with my rap, and that was pretty dope.
As a Christian rapper, you was roasting people?
That was the only non-Christian rap song I did, but it was.
That's my first Christian rap song. I've roasted every teacher that I had.
That happened in 8th grade.
I was the burning bush that day.
Ooh, just so you know,
everybody. That's
you ain't nothing like Jesus.
No. I was 8 years old when I did the 2nd grade rap that won the talent show, and then in 8th grade I did a rap making fun of all the teachers I ever was in, and the crowd went crazy, screaming. YouTube is so FHP rap, Forest Hill Parkway. That was my school, and I made fun of all the teachers, and I became a legend, obviously. But I started for real at 16, which was 2016, the year 2016. How old was I that year? 17, 18, I started for real. Now I'm here. What you got?
You perform only at churches, or you perform everywhere?
Oh, well,
they definitely just say you
it's previously stated
at the grog shop.
I perform.
Well, it was a church when he was there.
He turned everything into a church.
So he does only perform at churches.
He's got a point.
He only performs at churches.
Yeah.
You're right, Antoine.
He's right. For argument's sake, though.
Good save.
I like to perform wherever I'm called, because a lot of people at that grog shop show wasn't going to church that morning. I went there on a Saturday. And I said, for y'all who's not going to church tomorrow, I'm going to minister to y'all tonight. So, because if you preaching at church, and everybody ain't gonna get saved, you feel me? If you preach to the choir, everybody not gonna get saved. So I'm like, I'm gonna go where they're not gonna be as receptive, but if they're gonna hear it regardless. It's my job to plant seeds. It's my job to tell you. You don't got it. You can throw the seed back at me, but you heard it. And that was my job. Like I preach to all my friends. They say, nah, I'm cool, Malli, and we good. We still friends. My closest friend grew up in the hood with me. He's kind of woke. He want to cover his Christian tattoo with an Egyptian eye. I hate him for that, but that's my nigga. He gonna be in my wedding.
Right.
Facts. I don't judge people. That's your life, not mine. That's your soul, not mine. I told you we good.
Do you think Christians can be judgmental?
Very much so. Very much so. But that's cool. I mean, what they say, sinners judging sinners for sinning differently. That was a dope quote I heard by Erykah Badu or something like that. But it's a scripture about that. Why don't they read that scripture? The scripture says, get the speck before you get the speck out of someone else's eye. Get the log out of yours. That's a huge juxtaposition. Like get the flake of weed as a flake. Think of it in your terms. It's a flake of an ashtray. He said, get the ashtray out your eye before you get the weed dust out of theirs. You feel me? That's a big, you feel me? Like, that's crazy. So you got a lot going on with yourself. Don't worry about what little you see on them.
Mm-hmm.
But people forget about that verse.
I guess that's a good way to say it. People forget about that.
People forget about that. I actually went to a Bible study. They told it's a way to do that. You don't minister, you don't correct someone if you don't have a relationship with them. Let's say Twan was my brother in Christ. He's my brother regardless, but if he was my brother in Christ and I saw him smoking weed, I'm gonna say, come on, bro, you know better than that. But if you didn't know him and say, why you smoking weed, what would Jesus do? He not gonna receive it from you as well because he don't know you like that.
Right.
You got to do it out of a place of love because that's what we correct.
At least there's like a bit of like consideration coming from somebody.
Exactly. You got to be familiar with that person or you won't receive it as well. Right. So it's about how you do it and how do you know that person. If you don't know him like that,
don't you get tired of correcting people? Because I get tired of correcting people.
I don't correct nobody. I don't correct nobody, bro. I correct myself. I get the log out my eye. I don't really be correcting people. Not anymore anyway. I've gotten better at that. I used to be the worst.
Right.
I've gotten better. The Lord's working on me, but I was terrible.
When you perform at places that aren't churches, how do you feel? Do you perform like when you performed at the Grog Shop? Was it all Christian rappers that day?
Oh God, no! I'm usually 99.9% of the time I'm the only one of my type there.
Okay,
it's a few times, if any, there was the other one there. You know how awkward it is for the person after me to go on stage? That's the best part. Watching who goes after.
Yeah,
me.
love God, praise Jesus, y'all. I'm about to do this song about guns and bitches.
Yeah,
I
literally.
It's the next guy comes on like, have you guys heard the word of my Lord and Savior Xanax?
Zaddy. One dude said, I'm not a Christian rapper, but this is some positive music. I'm like, it was so awkward. I felt bad for him because I did kill it too. I climbed the ladder and everything. I like watching Tory Lanez. So I climbed this ladder. I had this vest on and people was asking me if I was a cop. Because my dude, Ralph, designed this dope vest, but people was thinking I was an op or something. So I'm like, I have to not wear that no more. People thinking I'm an op or a narc or whatever.
Right. When you performed walking up and down aisleways.
What you mean?
There was a video of you performing walking like up and down aisleways between people. What was that? What
did I have a pink shirt on? What color? Do you remember? Because if I had a pink shirt on, that was at the fashion show downtown. It was actually a Red Space, which is around where you and I drove when we were here, Red Space. That was heck of a show. It was 720 people there, and everybody was asking me if I was nervous. I said, I'm called to do this. I'm not nervous. I'm called to do this. This is my job. It's like going to work.
I'm messing with you.
Man. For those who didn't see that, one of the, Dorian, who will remain unnamed, tried to pass me a blunt.
Dorian, who will remain unnamed.
I'm sorry, brother. He tried to pass me a blunt.
Dorian, I will both name you and unname you at the same time.
I ain't no snitch, but Dorian is the one who tried to.
So I'm just a no name out here?
The unnamed Dorian.
The unnamed who shall remain anonymous.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all who it is, but then don't remember who else.
Exactly. Am I a narc?
Don't remember Dorian's name.
It's like in court when they be saying something, they're like objection. Like everybody already
strike that from. They say strike that from.
Like what is objection?
It's already processed like everything else.
You got a jury of regular people over here. And it's like, what the fuck you just say? Objection.
Strike that from the record.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Like,
exactly. It's too late. It's in the open.
Like, hold on, man. That definitely gonna matter when I go back in that room and talk about this shit. I'll be like, yeah, you heard what he said. Literally the first thing. Hey, did you hear what he said?
Don't they have a bailiff in the jury area?
Are you serious?
Where they tell you, like, you're not allowed to talk about shit that got struck from record?
Man, it's 12 of us against one. You gonna shoot all of us?
What are you gonna jump? Are you gonna jump?
He's on the Area 51 method. Like, hey, it's 12 versus 1, yo. He can't take us off.
Oh man, this man's Dorian's like, fuck it. I went to jury and I caught a case. Like, what?
Hey, yo, the bailiff was trying to hold us down and said we couldn't talk about it. I was like, yo, we about to talk about whatever we want.
And we did.
Lord have mercy.
All right, but that bailiff don't try to stop any other conversations.
It's like conspiracy theorist.
Was it harder to perform though, walking up and down the aisles than like performing on stage?
Well, we practiced that a couple times. Actually, I practiced it, so it was easy. Like I said, I'm never nervous because I'm prepared for what I do. I know I'm called to do that, and I practice. So it was just dope. It's just kind of awkward. I don't like intimate like stuff like that. I'd rather be on the stage and y'all be down there. But I had to look at everybody. I say, look at God. I went to each person and did it, and they got them all really involved. Look at God. It's really, really intense. Mm-hmm. But it was dope. I would have did a split, but I had white pants on. I'm like, ugh, I don't feel like doing that. I was this close to doing it though.
Why didn't you do it?
I had white pants, bro. I would have had dirty knees, and that's not a good look anyway. So I didn't want that.
I mean, but they know what you got it from though. From doing the split just now in front of them.
I gotta wear those pants at other shows.
Just now in front of them though.
I gotta wear those pants at other shows. Lord knows how long I would get them to bleach in water before they can come out. And the longer it sit there, the more it marinates. So I'm like, let me just not.
Just always have white pants on deck.
It's hard to find good quality white pants to perform in. They really great quality pants.
Is this a struggle that you have often in trying to find good quality white pants?
I mean, I tried it before. I tried to find a backup, like he said. He said I should have one on deck, and I've been looking for backups, but they're really hard to find. It took me a while to find those. I think I got them from City Trends, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back there one day. They're comfortable.
Do you think there's a bit of a stigma for being a Christian rapper?
Define stigma for me.
As far as like from, I guess, a regular rapper. Like, do you feel like people definitely look at you differently for being a Christian rapper?
Yes, and so it's not everybody though. I can get, without being too preachy about this, people naturally don't want to hear about God because God is correction and people don't like to be corrected. So they don't like to hear anybody who's a witness of correction. People don't like that. So that's why they're not really as receptive. But when people actually listen to my music, they say, this don't sound like Christian music. I'm like, exactly. So listen to it and you might learn something. I try to make my music as hood as possible. And that's why I have a new album, Hood and Holy, coming out this 23rd.
So why not? So
it's called Hood and Holy?
Hood and Holy, yes. Okay. Trap beats and all that.
So why not just call yourself a rapper then?
Nah, I'm a Christian rapper. It's
I mean, you can still be a Christian rapper. I mean, but
you talking about Chance Rapper type stuff.
You would lose the stigma.
I mean, but you wouldn't be like Chance because he curses in his music. Like, but you don't curse in your music.
You do music?
Huh?
He was referencing towards Chance.
Oh, okay.
He was pointing at Chance, the imaginary Chance.
I don't look at Chance as a Christian rapper.
I know
he's a rapper that's Christian and talks about it,
and that's
lot.
literally what he is. And that's not my calling. People can do that. More power to them. Even I want to do that, but that's not my calling. I would love to just say do the Lecrae Chance route and say I'm a rapper who's a Christian, and just so I can get more opportunities. But that's not my lane, and I've accepted that.
Do you think that you can? Do you think it would be possible for a Christian rapper to break down that barrier to where they can be like a major, I guess, mainstream artist?
Hopefully, I can do that. But Lecrae's already doing that. He's got a Grammy.
But you said he's not saying he's a.
Well, I'm saying he said he's okay. That's a good point there because he said he. I don't know. I'm so mad at him for saying I'm a rapper who's a Christian. Like the dude dropped some of the most awesome Christian hip hop albums of all time, and to say I'm not a Christian rapper, that hurts me. But ever since he dropped that title, he's still been doing ministry behind the scenes. And now he got a song with BJ the Chicago Kid on his new album, and people in an uproar about that. And I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? This is what we supposed to be doing, man.
Right.
The average person not gonna listen to him. Oh, he got someone who's in the world. They're gonna listen now. His song with $10 signs with gold.
Exactly.
Come on now. When I get up there, I want to do songs with everybody, bro. That's what I'm on. Period.
So like, are there because I know there's things like a live fest and stuff like that for like.
Look at you.
For like
Look at you. I'm very impressed. My bad.
So are there things like that specifically for Christian rappers?
So much.
Okay.
So it's a thing called, God, I'm getting sad talking about this. It's a thing called God's House of Hip Hop going on in LA. It's like the Christian rap Coachella, except the biggest names ain't gonna be there, but it's still gonna be some big names. Like instead of Jay-Z, you get Nas. Instead of Beyonce, you get like Rihanna. It's some big names there, just like the biggest.
I was about to say like those are pretty big names.
Okay, exactly. Exactly.
I wouldn't be mad if I got either or.
Okay, how about Chance the Rapper and SZA? You get big names, but not the biggest names.
Okay.
So there's a lot of big names there. And as far as I know, y'all wouldn't know none of these names most likely, but they're huge. And I missed my chance to submit to get on there as an artist. So now to get on, you gotta get the fans to vote. And I got fans to put my name on the comments. So it's like, okay, listen to the podcast. Podcast said you gotta listen to another podcast. I'm like, nah, I'm not that desperate. Yo asked me to be there next year. I'm not tripping.
Hey, they is just running up the clicks.
That's why I'm like, no, this is like a Ponzi scheme for Christian rappers, and I might have to pay my own ticket to get there. The way I'm like, nah. Right. But the Flavor Fest, I'm gonna do everything I can to be on that. That's in Florida. They want you to get a letter of recommendation from a pastor, a letter of recommendation from an event you've done, send a CD, a flash drive of your music and a headshot and mail it to them physically.
Oh, wow.
And pay $89 for the ticket fee. Not knowing if you'll get selected, you got to buy a ticket to their event. I said, I'm going to do that. That's a lot, but I want to do this, so I'm going to do that.
Right.
Put it in the guy's hands, see what I can do. And I got to do that before March 1st, so I got to get on that.
Chop, chop.
Very much. Very much.
You got 20 days.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's the 9th.
Why are you so aware of the days? That was actually
my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Today is his birthday.
Why are you so aware of this day? You know every fact about this day.
It's the 40th day of the year.
Is he right, bro?
He has 31 days in January.
Yo, he's right. You a magician, man?
I'm a mathematician.
Bars.
Even better than a magician.
I am a magician, I'm a mathematician. Oh, don't make me start with the freestyle. That was
I'm
hot.
a magician with the mathematician.
Yeah. Oh, snap. I love rhyme schemes. That was cool.
Oh my God.
That was cool.
So like with what you were saying about the Flavor Fest, where they like want you to have to buy the ticket before you can even be considered to be a part of the show. Like, do you think there's a lot of kind of stuff like that where like people are kind of almost like trying to get over on you to be a part of what they're doing?
They're not trying to get over. That's like I was talking to a fellow rapper. They just want to see your commitment, I guess.
Aren't most festivals like that though? Like,
charging
not like a big mainstream
Think of it as
artist.
an entry fee. Because
right.
in order to open for Black Youngster, I had to pay 3 bands. I was like, the fudge? Who is Black Youngster again? Two. That's just about it. But I'm like, 3 bands? Nah. I mean, that's like 3 months rent. How many months rent? I don't know. It's like half the year for me. Half the year rent. No, cool. But I would have done it. Like you said, Flavor Fest, they're not trying to get over. They're just trying to. I know people who do try to get over, but this ain't that. They're very, very legit.
Gotcha. So who are some of the other Christian rappers that you listen to?
All of them. Pretty much all of them. All of them. Okay, so let me if I can shout out some of my. I'll give you my top 5. It goes NF, who's NF. Nope, he's Lecrae Chance the rapper lane rapper who's a Christian.
I didn't know NF was Christian.
And are you serious? He started off Christian.
Yeah.
He said I wouldn't.
You put me on the NF, didn't you?
Yeah, he put me on NF too.
hard.
Yeah, NF does go hard.
That dude's so hard, bro.
I do like NF.
He goes in. I don't see him as a Christian rapper though.
He's a depressed Christian rapper. He's like emo Christian rapper.
Emo Christian.
He was my most played artist of 2019.
He's definitely my most played Christian rapper.
He's not. He said you wouldn't call yourself a Christian plumber. You know, I'm like, well, when they put it that way, I see it, but that's not my lane. So yeah, he's a rapper who's a Christian.
That's what I was kind of saying with the stigma thing. Like, why not just drop the Christian label just to be a rapper and put out your message still? You're still putting out your message.
Because they'll still call me that when they hear the lyrics. They'll still call me that.
I mean, but let them do it.
Right.
Because like what they're doing, what you're doing is just opening up your opportunities rather than limiting yourself. You know what I'm saying? For just people to see you off of like, if they see your picture and be like, oh, that's cool. It's just a rapper, you know what I'm saying? But if they see your picture and be like, oh, it's a Christian rapper, it's automatically going to turn them off to even clicking on it. Because like you said, they don't want to be corrected.
Exactly. Talib Kweli has said
Muslim
that he didn't aspire to be a conscious rapper. That's what other people labeled him because of the kind of music he was making. He was just being a rapper. He was just rapping about things that he wanted to rap about.
That's dope.
Don't you think that like labeling yourself a Christian rapper could open you up to some other opportunities within that field though? Like
exactly, like the Flavor Fest and the guys with hip hop, all that.
You can't be a regular rapper and perform at those?
I can't answer that because I don't know if it's true. However, I recognize every name on that flyer and they were all Christian rappers. So maybe that should answer your question because I don't know. I would love to see them try. Like they still bring Lecrae to main events. He's not even a Christian rapper no more. He's still headlining Christian events. So
does NF go to Christian events?
That's a good. I have never seen him recently. No, ever since he got hot, I ain't seen him in a NAN Christian event. I see him headlining
because NF is selling out arenas.
He said he doing Jake's Pavilion this year.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's big enough for Jake's Pavilion alone. I remember seeing him at House of Blues, and that was like 2 years ago. I didn't know that. Blew up since then. He got a number 1 album, bro. He beat Chance with a number 1 album spot. He did that back-to-back album.
Are you talking about the Last Chance album?
Yeah, The Big Day.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
He said some,
Because he's talking about it wasn't a good album. It was going to be number 1.
I mean, no, it's not. It was just not.
It was a very lackluster album.
But it was number 2, though. Don't hate.
Okay, because you have to think it's Chance the Rapper. Like, people are going to click on it, so he's going to be at
Probably
the top.
fail right the next week, though. Like, no replay value, right?
No replay.
What about Hot Shower? Hot Shower should have did a little better than it did. The Baby and Tokyo.
I mean, it's bad when like you're listening to the song for.
It looks good on paper, but
Ooh. And that Nicki Minaj song was hard too.
like looking at the track list, it's like, okay, yeah, I can see that. But then when I was listening to it, it's like, all right.
Nigga got to she think we don't got enough room to get picky and just listen to
See, my thing about the Baby, man, switch up the flow.
No.
Hey, he said.
I thought you never asked.
Yeah, I thought you never asked. You just still didn't switch it. Like, come on.
Switch up the flow, please. Like,
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You feel me?
it's broken.
Oh.
I mean, it's not though. He's still out here.
It sounds like a broken record to me.
I mean, his album sounds like one long song.
I mean, that sounds kind of broke then.
When this song gonna end? It's the end of the album. What you mean?
Hey, like the song's changing though, and I'm like,
The beat keep changing.
did the beat change?
Beat switch.
Look now, you're like 7 songs in. Like, whoa, thought that was a long song.
Dude, that's hilarious. I mess with him. He cool. Except when he stopped calling himself Baby Jesus, that's when I started messing with him. That'd be killing me. Ugh. Blasphemy, man. You can believe what you want to believe, but don't be blasphemous. That's just ludicrous. That's annoying.
So with your vlog,
Yeah,
are you gonna say like you're a Christian vlogger?
you are hilarious. No, I'm.
I feel like it's a valid question.
Christian rapper.
Says Christian vlogger. No, I just vlog. It's a Christian rap page. I put it on my rap page with my rap music and my rap videos.
So people would already know anyway.
They should already know, yeah. But I try to like I said, entertain guests of non-believers. So I'm about to do this interview with you, the stoners. Oh, it's a stoner, bro. That's me. Let me click. You're like, now hopefully that works.
Do I talk like that?
That's how stoners talk.
That's how we all talk.
That's how y'all talk.
That's how we all talk.
It's a stereotype. You see, I pointed to him with stereotype.
Yeah, Jeremy loves those.
He loves those. Oh, man.
My man busted out the Shaggy voice one time. It was almost like zoinks.
That was unintentional.
You didn't finish your top 5 Christian rappers. Enough.
No, that's like he's not in it. He ain't in it. That's where we stopped.
Lecrae's not in it either.
No. This ain't even the top 5. This is just top 5 most listened to. If we talk about my top 5 favorites, that's another topic. I got to take some thought for that. As far as what I listen to the most, I listen to One Day, Stephen Malcolm, Aha Gazelle, 1K Few, Aaron Cole. That's just 5 off the rip. I still listen to Ty Brazel and a couple others. I just listened to a whole lot. But last year I saw my Spotify numbers. It said who you listen to the most. It said I listened to like rap, hip hop more. And the second was Christian hip hop, then it was more diverse. I'm like, I gotta start listening to more Christian hip hop. It was a nice little lead too.
What rappers do you listen to?
I like a lot of weird rap. I listen to a lot of stuff, and I listen to a lot of weird rap because at my job we can wear headphones, praise God, and we can sit down, praise God. But I listen to music all the day, so lay my job to let you do both of those. You feel me? So I'm trying to think who I listen to besides this. So this don't count.
This is not my job.
What you work?
I'm a delivery driver.
Okay, that's dope. You get to sit there and listen. Okay, touche.
We're not really.
You're right, Dorian. This isn't our job. This is our career.
Oh,
I'm talking shit.
I'm looking at that as a career either. I just look at this,
when you get sponsors, it's a career. Definitely.
I
Definitely.
don't want to talk about sponsors on air right now.
This video was sponsored by no sponsors. We don't want you. Don't call us.
Hey, you that wants to give us money, go fuck yourself.
Basically. I like a lot of rap. I like rap
It's
rock
what you have
too.
to do for it, though.
Sell your soul.
Anyways, like, I don't want to talk about it on air. Like,
Yeah, don't scare nobody away, man.
It's not worth it. Dorian just rips his shirt in half.
The merch that they gave him to wear, by the way.
yeah. It's a Dasani shirt.
Oh,
never.
gosh. You said who though? I'm trying to think who I like the most. Like I listen to a lot of Drake. I like Hood. I like this song. I listen to songs, not artists. I got playlists full of songs that I repeat a lot. There's a lot of Cleveland artists on it. There's that song Major by Key Glock and Young Dolph. That song is, I play that song entirely too much. Mobbing in the building, smoking bull, rocks. I was in my Gucci too. Trapper slash, pressure slash. Yo, that song hard. I'm going to do a Christian remix to it. I'm about to do a lot of that on my vlogs. I'm going to say Christian slash, rapper slash, Bible church, snatcher, come here. Like, you feel me? I'm going to do a whole... I'm going to tie the Norfolk, snatcher. Wait, no, that's bad. I'm going to do a bunch of those on my vlog, just remixing secular songs. and getting some clicks, as Twine would say. That's the next goal.
Do you like being on camera more or being like just rapping? Like you like
in the
being
studio.
Yeah.
Okay, if you would have said stage, that's a different story. But studio, I feel more comfortable in the studio. I've been doing it longer. I literally just started vlogging 2020. Studio is really comfortable and it's really fun, especially when I do my ad libs. I be saying the funniest stuff. So I like studio better as of now. Plus, when I do my vlog, I got to go edit it. That's time consuming. And I don't have a computer. So I got to schedule 2-hour blocks on it at the public library, get what I can, done what I can, come back another day, which is a 2-mile bus ride, by the way. So definitely like the studio better at this moment.
How much time do you spend at the studio?
You see, I'm balling on the budget, so I try to buy big blocks and just do like 4. If I want to like write at least 2 songs, I'm gonna go in there with 2 songs, get a 3-hour block.
You write at the studio?
Heavens to beds, no.
Heavens to beds. My man said heavens to beds.
Some people that only write at the studio.
And that's when they feel comfortable.
They have their ideas in their hair and they.
Well, the spirit is always within me. And he's always doing my songwriting, so I don't got to be in the studio. I'm writing on the bus on the way home. I'm writing that job when I get a bar. All you gotta do is give me a beat and the song gonna get 8. So I just like to go in there with at least 2 and then get a 3-hour block and then get it mixed and mastered on the spot. Most of the time. That's where I usually write whenever I go to 2 or 3 hour blocks.
How long does it take you to write a song?
It depends how the spirit moves. Sometimes what's the
quickest you wrote a song?
It was like I almost did one in an hour, but then I had a phone call, then it kind of distracted me, but I was writing through it. Some songs I write like I'm reading off a paper and it sounds fire. Like my song, The Holy Spirit, that song got wrote quick. But then I got a song with this Grammy winner dude. I wrote his song pretty quickly. It's like 2 hours. It was called God's Got My Back. He asked me to be on this remix and stuff. And he's like from the Kinsman Daz band. And they got Grammys and stuff. And he said he wanted me to be on his song. I said, bet, let's get it done. So that was a quick write.
What's the longest?
Some take months.
A month?
It's
right.
it's very few of those. Like the better I get, the quicker I get. And the better, the more I stay in my word and pray and listen to better music, the quicker, the better I get and the quicker I get. But yeah, sometimes I just get writer's block.
Do you listen to music while you write music?
No. Like I said, if I'm writing, most of the time I pull the beat up and just see what I get. And then sometimes I'll be listening to another song, get inspired, and then like, okay, let me pull the beat back up.
I'm saying, like, do you listen to like other artists?
Like when they're in album mode and do this.
Yeah.
I can't stand people who don't listen to other stuff while doing album mode. Like, no, I like to get inspired. Like the song Major inspired one of my beats. Oh, it's the song. No, Nonstop and Major. That the bass they use, the bass kick they use inspired one of my new songs called Be Polite. And I told him Nonstop. He played almost the exact same cadence. I'm like, dude, that's just like Nonstop. I didn't want it that good, but it still sound dope. Put the piano on it. It's hard. It's real hard.
So do all of your songs try to have that positive message, like, or do you have some songs that are just like throw off songs that are just like you having fun?
I try to have fun while giving a message. Like Be Polite is like my producer said, that's your non-Christian song. The song is about police brutality. And I say, be polite, hands in sight. You feel me? That's the chorus. And I talk about they can't come in your house without a warrant and how to dress like someone being president and not a jailhouse home resident. If you dress a little better, they might leave you alone. Just trying to that's definitely some positive music. Hopefully I can perform that in the summer or some big events.
Do you have anything that's more, I guess, like NF, basically like depressed Christian rap?
I got one. It's called No Trust. I went to a church that will remain unnamed, unlike Dorian.
If my man doesn't have the name unnamed right, like he's unnaming Dorian, naming the unnamed church.
Literally.
Wild. All right.
Sorry. They will remain unnamed, but I went to this church and I was in this group and they just felt me. I felt so isolated and segregated. I felt that way at high school, but that's high school. What do you expect? But I felt that way at a church. I'm like, this is one place I'm supposed to have people like me and get along with everybody. And I never felt so low. And I wrote this song called No Trust. And my bro, Chris Maynard, he was like, yo, that's your best song. I'm like, word? He said, yeah, church hurt is for everybody, bro. Most people have been church hurt. So that was a really good song. And I did it at this church one time. And after I got off stage, they was singing the chorus back to me. And it was like, you can't really trust nobody out here. I was like, hey, praise God. So that's my one NF song.
I mean, that's why I asked, because people like depressing music.
It's the new ride. It's
like people,
depressed clout.
People like it.
Pretty much.
You don't feel like some people are faking
their depression?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but those are the ones that like
to sell, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I just wanted to make sure I was hearing what you were saying, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably some people that are, yeah. I mean, there's some people that are faking that in like all points of their music.
Like Lil Tecca and Slim G, they admitted to faking their lyrics. I'm like, that's cool, be real. They've admitted that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know.
Be real, be fake.
You don't know Lil Tecca?
I think I heard a little Tecca.
What's that one hit song he got? He got an album, We Love You, Tecca. It went pretty high, but I forgot the song he famous for.
I heard of him.
That beat.
I just never heard his music.
Yeah, like I think I heard my son. I think listen to Lil Tecca.
Hey,
So do you work with like any Cleveland rappers, or like you do pretty much your own like?
man.
Like, do you have any like people that hop on your albums with you or anything like that?
The Lord has called me to be alone, honestly. Like, I wish I've tried reaching out. I just don't like depending on people. And some people don't want to work. Some people procrastinate. I work with the Fresh Preacher. That's the homie Chris Manor. I've worked with him. I work with this rapper in Florida, 2 rappers in Florida. And I work with Zay Hill. I don't know where he's from. And I work with this mainstream dude named Jake Paul. He's cool. I work with a lot of people. But for this album, I got only one feature, which is Zay Hill, who's an not XXL. He's a Rapzilla freshman, which is the Christian equivalent of XXL. He's a Rapzilla freshman. We got a song together. So that's dope. He's the only feature, though.
Okay. You said your album is dropping
the 23rd, my birthday.
23rd of
February.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Adrian Wojnarowski leaked it on Facebook. You saw that tweet, that Facebook I put out?
How
Exactly 2 weeks from today.
Exactly.
Fucking Dorian being a mathematician over here.
I know the whole month of February.
I like that.
I had an ex whose birthday was February 23rd.
Nice. I like her. What's her name?
Dorian's like, I don't like her. I don't want to talk about her.
No, I'm spoken for. Let me stop. I hope she don't hear this. I'm sorry, baby. Mi corazón. Sorry.
Is she Spanish?
No, but she speaks a lot of Spanish. She's Nigerian, but she speaks a lot of Spanish, surprisingly. Like, Lupita Nyong'o speaks a lot of languages, so that's not uncommon.
I mean, I'm not saying it's uncommon. It's just that you were just speaking to her in Spanish.
I know. That's we got a lot of cheesy nicknames for each other, including Cheesy Emperor, and she's the Cheesy Empress, because we're both so cheesy. Exactly. Exactly.
That one's certainly something.
Thank you, sir. We're going to get cheesy shirts, yellow shirts
This
made.
is why I've been single for so long.
I'm going to have Cheesy Emperor on the back, and she's going to have Cheesy Empress on the back, and it's going to be dope. We're going to
That's
get
what y'all going to turn into.
Oh, you hear that? That's what you got to look forward to.
Got to look forward to.
Cheesy as fuck. Look at you cheesing right now.
I'm not gonna wear Cheesy Emperor shirts.
Hey, it's actually just gonna be each other's faces on the shirts
with red eyes.
Maybe a blanket.
I'm with her.
Maybe a blanket.
Like I'm with her.
Maybe a blanket.
With y'all faces on.
With y'all faces on it?
That's dope. That's no cap. That's dope.
I don't have anything weird. You know what I'm saying?
No,
that's personal too. So
I'll hang it up in my front door when we leave. So it looks like we just standing in the front door the whole time.
Why they just standing there, bro? They been standing there all day.
Hey, we leave for like a weekend, hang it up to the front door. They're like,
somebody gonna get hit.
Yo, they've been standing there for days, yo.
Are they okay? Are they okay? This ain't Home Alone. People ain't that stupid. They gonna get hit. Like, yo, these niggas ain't moved. Let's go run in there. Like,
right, somebody gonna break in.
I told you they wasn't here.
Oh, they faking.
They Home Alone us, man.
So how many albums do you have?
3 and 1 on Spotify. Well, 1 on all streaming platforms, and this one is on the way. That'll make the 3rd.
Yeah, I listened to your album on
No Stuff.
on Apple Music. Yeah,
No Stuff. What you hear?
I heard it was only one album on.
You heard the whole thing?
Yeah.
Topic, right? Is the name of the album?
And that's on YouTube. It's the name of that. It's called One Less for the Flesh. It's a picture of me. You heard? I appreciate that, bro. That's great research on the guest. That's dope. I bet Antoine here didn't even listen to. No, that's the stuff right there.
Yeah, it's crazy because was you in the car when I called?
Yeah, the Mystic. You're the Mystic. Are you the Mystic? If not, that's awkward.
The Mystic. You're the Mystic.
You're the Mystic.
I am the Mystic, and it's still awkward.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's the only call I saw pull up. So damn, you're the Mystic.
So the song "Dramatic" had literally just ended.
And that's the nice one.
Right when I had right when I called him.
Nice. I love that song. It's a beautiful song.
Yeah, you're like I like the whole album though.
I appreciate that. Man. And this one's even shorter and even better. So I appreciate that.
I'm not a fan of short albums. Man.
Really?
No.
People's attention spans. No.
Well, my attention span, like when it comes to music, I like to listen to music. So when it comes to albums, like make that shit long as fuck.
It's not even an album, it's a project. I call everything projects. Until I get signed, these are projects.
I do too, because sometimes you can't tell the difference between albums and EPs and mixtapes and shit.
This will be more of an EP then with some bonus tracks.
With some bonus tracks? An EP with bonus tracks?
Yeah, because one of these songs is on SoundCloud, but I put the longer version on here, and it's on Spotify officially. One of them has got a music video, but it's not on any streaming platform, so that's why it's a bonus. It's recycled.
That makes sense.
Exactly.
And I did listen. Why would I?
Neither and I are very professional. We all listen to your music.
Yeah, he tried to attack me.
I really did. I like doing it. That's fun. We poke at Antoine because he pokes things. I poked fun at you, get it?
Poke. Because you poke things.
Oh, God. Thank you, Dorian.
Because you said it earlier.
Thank you, Dorian. Edit that out. Let this be a running joke for when the future podcast. I want to hear this again.
Women.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I hope this girl hears this. Things big women. Oh, my head.
Well, a little bit more sexism added to the podcast.
Lord have mercy.
You know, it's always the episodes of Dorian's on that we get accused of sexism as well. I just want to say that.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
in the comments?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Really?
This is news to him.
I don't know. I don't know what they're saying about me out there.
It was the first episode one time. Somebody said the first episode was slightly sexist. It was my
That wasn't
sister.
because of me, though.
You were there, though.
You were there.
Comment
You were there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm bringing out the sexism in you guys. I'm the whistleblower.
The snitch.
And then you were on Man in Charge, weren't you? The historical rulers one? Oh, no, that was Zach and Connor. Never mind.
So I just want to
Look
say,
at you blaming me for shit.
It would have been funnier if it had been you.
Is that racism?
I have nothing.
Is it? I don't know. Like, is it?
I'm asking you. You told me.
He didn't want to know a definition. The Western version.
He said the Western version.
The official definition, racist now. He knows everything about racism.
Hold on. We cannot. Why? We just back in it. Back in
Lord
it.
have mercy. You see how easy it is to fall into sin sometimes, brothers? Stay woke.
Malli's just gonna start fucking preaching right now, like, all the ways.
Lord have mercy.
Can I hear your best preacher voice?
It's probably a Kurt Franklin impression. Come on. That's what you Okay. Yes, sir. They call me Kurt
You
Franklin at the
sound like
basketball
Kirk
court.
Franklin now.
All right. No, they call me Kurt Franklin at the basketball court, so that's I've taken on the persona unofficially. So,
Oh man.
What about you, Dorian? What's your best preacher voice?
you need an organ.
I don't.
You need an organ.
You don't got a little bit of this in you, sir. There you go.
Hey, you sound like you've done this before.
That's the blackest you ever sound. You sound real Baptist right now. That was impressive. First day of Life Fest. First day of Life Fest drop. Nowadays, I'm actually looking at you differently now. Lord have mercy.
Oh my goodness.
Terry been waiting for that one for his whole life. Yeah, finally confirmed. I did it. I finally confirmed. I'm about to be a preacher. Keep your boys out here.
Oh, he's cool.
I'm at the blackest congregation.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? In the hoodest part of Cleveland.
Now, if y'all would just pass around that collection plate, please. Oh, yes.
Amen.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to have a mega
Baptist.
church.
He grew up Baptist, definitely.
You're going to have a mega church?
Jeremy Osteen
That's
over
literally
here.
what I was thinking. Jerry Osteen. It's just a positive message out there.
At least I'm not going to shut the fucking gates of the church.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
All right.
They're so quick to accuse, but that's not what happened.
That's not what
That's
happened.
not what happened. That's what he says, not what happened. They're so quick to accuse. I believe him.
No.
But you know what? No.
You believe
You fucking know what I heard? What I believe also is I heard they passed around a collection plate during that time. I was like, no cap.
Hey, for real?
Barely. I heard that, and I believe that too.
Hey, that shit would be crazy. Yo, hurricane.
Are you good? You drunk?
Yo, shit fucked up. Hey, put in the basket, yo. Put in the basket.
Just so y'all know, I'm about to hop on my private chopper. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Hey, yo, it kind of stinks in this motherfucker right now.
Oh my gosh.
Hurry up and put the money in the basket so I get the fuck out of here.
The chopper's losing gas.
This motherfucker turns the dude from Silence to the Lambs. It puts the money in the basket. he gets the rain again.
Wow, that's a sacrifice. That's dark.
Oh man.
OMG.
It's a pretty good episode so far.
You're welcome. Great. When I tell you about greatness being like the coronavirus, it's just super contagious. That's a bar. My greatness is contagious. Ooh.
I think we're all like a bunch of contagions.
Contagious of greatness. All patience here for greatness. Like this patience here for greatness over here, man.
Oh my God, dude.
They don't want to play this greatness because it's contagious.
We just all a bunch of contagions.
Bars.
So do you have like a tour lined up or anything to go along with your album drop, or like do you have any upcoming shows?
That's a great question. I don't have any tours, Lord. If I ever got to go on tour, I'd leave my job in a heartbeat. But only thing I got going for this album as far as promo is I'm gonna be on TV this Tuesday on Josh Cribb's show. That's the only way I'm going to promote it. So I'm hoping that's going to get some new listeners. I'm going to have it. It's not going to be ready for streaming to my birthday. Every album I dropped has been on my birthday, but I'm going to have hard copies. And then it's going to stream everywhere on my birthday.
Okay.
Are they going to be autographed?
You say you going what? You want autograph? Or are they going to be? You said they're going to be autographed. I don't know.
Why not?
If they ask, I don't know if they ask, because I'm going to have my face on it. You feel me? Like I'm a professional. My face is going to be on the CD. The cover of the CD going to be on. I'm going to have 100 with the face on it and 100 without.
And your autograph?
It's nothing to autograph. And it's going to be the cover of the CD. It's nothing. No, I guess I can autograph the cover of the CD, but the CD is going to have my face on it. Black on the printed cover won't look like that good. I autograph something, though. Especially if it's a friend I'm giving my CD to.
Use a metallic silver marker.
Ooh, that'll ruin it. That's a great idea, but it'll ruin the beautiful cover I paid extra for. So,
Hey, I feel you.
Shout out to R Desire for plugging me on the CD. That's the homie. He's like a rapper in Cleveland. He has his side hustle, printing CDs. He said he don't really do it no more because people don't really ask. I said, I'm going to ask. So I appreciate it.
I'm asking right now.
And he does so good. He does it for you. And he puts the CDs in the sleeves. He saved me so much grunt work, bro. Like, he just give it to me. I could just give it to somebody else. Mm-hmm. He put it in the sleeve and everything. He do it for the low. He do it for 100 CDs, $100. Heck yeah. He underselling. Don't tell him I said that, though. But I like
if he listens to this, hopefully everybody's listening.
John Smith. That's what I said. Yeah, John Smith.
Rewind that, Jeremy.
I said R Desire. That's his stage name. That's his stage name. Good luck spelling it. R the Czar. That's his name. People know him.
Is it CZ?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
He's like, oh, you challenged me. Basically, you challenged me to a spelling or something.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know that my dude watched the Don't Fuck with Cats?
I want to watch that. I heard about that.
Oh, you haven't changed your life yet. So go ahead and watch it, and then you'll be like,
that dude's evil.
What he do? He's like killing animals evil. On camera, right?
No, not just killing animals. I mean, he did kill animals. He killed animals. He killed cats.
That's just the first 10 minutes.
Body language. Did they show the videos? I don't want to watch it unless they're going to show it, because I bet those videos is gone now. Did they show that?
So you want to see it?
I want to see what this man was into.
I found your boy. Just so you know.
Get the F out of here. Yeah, he's actually Googleable like that.
Don't challenge the internet, man.
I should know. He look like a hacker type. I should have known he could do that. Like he hacked for fun.
You got all types of stereotypes today.
Yeah. I'm a hacker.
You hippie hacker, motherfucker.
I do couch parkour.
Yeah. Hippie hacker, couch parkour.
What else do you think he's doing over there?
You got this right here.
Hacking in the shit.
Hippie hacker Nazi parkour. Oh, I like that. That's a heck of a title, man.
The hippie hacker
Nazi.
What?
Hickey.
No. Whoa. Wait.
You're a hippie and a Nazi?
Right. How is that possible? Bro, forget white people, bro. White people are the craziest people ever, bro.
Right.
The hippie hacker, couchcore.
Hippie, Nazi, parkour hacker, narcissist, racist, sexist. We got to figure it out.
Jesus.
Damn.
Wow. You like the worst
He did say that he does.
This is your Facebook bio?
Yours truly.
I put a little kissy face at the end.
Just to sweeten the blow after that.
That's that little wink and click.
Yeah. No blacks allowed. That's right.
Fucking A, man. For the,
You're terrible, Jerry. I'm learning a lot about you.
Man, the caricature of you.
The caricature. That's a good terminology. The caricature. Basic.
That's crazy.
A caricature is just over-exaggeration of something that's already true.
You should have should have never started busting out real
That's the
definitions.
Webster Dictionary.
Mic drop.
God damn it.
You're terrible, Jeremy. Who are you, man?
A monster, apparently.
Semantics over here.
Oh my God.
What?
My man circled all the way back around to Webster. He was like, no, motherfucker. You gonna catch this shit. I got the 1-2 punch shoe, baby. I got the 1-2.
Oh my God.
He rope-a-doped you, man. He just let you keep swinging it out.
Waiting on it.
He was like, "If I got my time coming, it's coming." I didn't see that. I didn't even see it coming.
I didn't see it coming. I didn't see Webster circling back around. It was
Came back to hunt you.
It did come back to haunt me.
You know, when I got here, Twan was asking if it's okay if y'all smoke. And I'm like, dude, do you know where my music studio is? It's at Studywood. You can't spell smoke without the S in Studywood. Like, that place is lit like a hippie Christmas tree, man. It's just so much smoke. And one time he offered me a blunt in exchange for free studio time. I'm like, you monster. Like, why can't you let me live my holy life? And people was like, dude, people in my comments like, dude, just hit it. They said I would have hit that and got 10 free hours. I'm like, he offered me 10 hours, by the way. To hit
You don't have to inhale, just.
And that's what somebody else said too. You don't gotta. I'm like, you really want me to compromise my integrity as a Christian man of God? Shame on
taste
you.
it. Taste it like a black and mild or a cigar.
I said, get thee behind me, Satan. I don't need that devil's lettuce. I'm cool.
Do you really see marijuana as that sinful? Like,
I don't.
If alcohol is like acceptable to you, what's the real difference?
That's a great point. I've never thought of it from that angle because alcohol really. My mom always say like, in order to not get drunk, you got to get drunk to know where your limits are. So you got to get drunk. So that's what the Bible says. Just don't overdo it. So as far as smoking, your body is a temple. You don't want smoke to be in your temple. When you smoke weed, it clouds your judgment. And
You don't have to smoke weed though. You can eat it.
I'm dead.
He's right.
He's
though.
right.
He is right. You can't eat this shit.
That's good.
Right there.
You got some edibles?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Oh, I'm not hip. But no, that's a good question.
Trying to get hip?
No. I like being out of style. I'm out of style. It's cool.
It's
You
not.
enabler, man. God. What if I was recovering? Like, okay, I used to be a non-Christian.
They're recovering sexist, so.
That's just covering racist. Well, he's on his way to recovery.
What's up with all these accusations?
This episode getting hella edited. I'll tell you what.
Yo,
People need to know the truth about you,
the
man.
entire episode, you guys are going to catch it.
They're gonna know about you, Jeremy. Be truthful. That's this Bible study I'm reading. It said it's the difference between
And I'm
truth
going to
and
listen back to it, and
transparency.
I'm just not going to be in the episode.
They're gonna hear your laugh though. They're gonna hear your laugh like, who's that fourth guy?
He'll just edit in the beginning, like, yeah, we have a live studio audience today.
Oh, that's all you are to them is an extra laugh.
I'm a laugh track.
Perfect.
You the laugh track.
We're gonna leave that in there too. I'm the laugh track.
That's the only thing Dorian gets to say throughout the whole ass
I'm the laugh
podcast.
track.
That is hilarious.
That'd be good.
He used to say.
I'm just gonna make a beat out of "I'm a Laugh" track. Like,
Hey, run that right now. We got some DJs in here.
Laugh track.
Oh, laugh track.
So would you open up a Christian rap studio?
Oh, that's just. Ooh, ironically, that's just boxing yourself in.
Boxes, because then there's the studio, then there's the booth, like, a lot of boxes.
We should have a Christian part of the studio. Like, oh, this is only for Christian artists. We can
A
have
Christian part of the studio.
That's the non-smoking side.
pretty much only
You
Christian
gotta
music in this one.
cleanse when you walk in through the
Holy water is
door.
what you walk. No, that's Catholic. But no, I'm just saying like it's gonna be a Christian part. Segregate the crap out of the two. And
What do
make-
you gotta do? You gotta walk into a door. You hear like the steam hit you, and you're like,
you gotta have a memory verse before you walk in the studio to prove you Christian. No, that's no. This ironically, that's my tattoo. This was like proof of Christianity from back in the biblical times when it's like illegal to be Christian. That's how they showed they was Christian. They write it in the sand, and the other person would finish the other half.
but that's writing in the sand.
I'm saying, or salt. It was in a movie too, where in the future, where the mark of the beast come and you can't be Christianarian, the dude wrote it in some salt, and the other dude finished it. So that's what that is. It's just proof of Christian. It's proof of your faith.
So, but okay, this is what I never understood. Right.
Yeah.
So just answer this for me.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it say like to not like in the Bible? Doesn't it say not to mark on your body?
That it was. Oh man,
Taken
trust
out
me.
of context.
I've been researching the crap out of this. I've been researching it for like 2 years before I got this tattoo. I've watched Christian videos on it. I've asked my personal pastor about it. They were talking about cutting themselves. It was some dudes in the body who were like harming themselves. And I told that to my cousin. He was like, "Nigga, that's the same thing. It's cutting on you." I was like, "Well, this ain't. If it's a sin, God will forgive me, but I don't think it's a sin. That's just my personal."
Well, I just always thought it was weird that people do it in like religious ways.
Ooh,
but it's
like
not.
how? That sounds like
that's a mark of Christianity. But if it's not, you're not supposed to mark yourself. Why would you mark yourself with Christianity?
That is hilarious. Like an oxymoron.
Yeah,
right?
you know what I'm saying?
Mark yourself. It's like a middle finger, if anything, when you put it like that.
Like you get up there, he's like,
I love you so much.
hey, you gotta go
And
to
you hate it.
You know how when you get too many points on your license, you gotta go to a remedial class? That's what happens when you get to the gates. He's like, oh yeah, that's your remedial class. We'll talk to you.
Remedial heaven, huh?
3 doors down and then left.
We'll talk to you.
That's
We'll talk to you in a little bit after you learn some knowledge.
Talk to you in a little bit. Postpone.
Take a number.
You gotta get some base knowledge before you come back on over here.
Write an essay on why you shouldn't have got tattoos on earth. Oh my gosh.
Get sent back down.
Well, I don't know what to do now.
That's actually a reincarnation.
I'm dead. You know what just came to my mind? I think everybody in hell should like get like parole. They should be up for parole. You know, because based off the Bible, hell is permanent. You there forever. You don't die. You there forever burning. I'm like, they should get like a parole hearing. Like, you know your lesson?
An appeal.
Hey, man,
I'm ready to
some
get
people
up out of
don't. Some
here,
people
yo.
don't deserve. Oh my God, there's some terrible people down there. There's some who shoot. One dude, I watched this video on YouTube. One dude's last meal request, he about to get executed. He got a last meal. His last meal request was a Bible. This man physically ate a Bible. Oh yeah, that dude don't get no parole. He in there for life. For life.
So if you go to heaven, right? You're gonna walk up to like the heaven board and be like, I got some ideas. I got a proposal here. Let's go give him parole.
Here we go. Just a couple people.
And then they're like, all right, we'll go down there. Go down there and live with him for a little bit and tell us like why we should give him parole. Would you go down there?
I'm not the sacrificial lamb in this case, no sir.
This is not an ad because we don't have sponsors, but you guys are describing the show The Good Place.
That's what I was going to play. I love that show. Like, I was going to say medium place. I was going to say medium place.
Like, man,
I was literally thinking the same thing.
It just got finished. Such a good show.
It was a great show, man. It was a fucking great show.
I still haven't watched the last episode simply because I don't want it to end.
Yo,
I don't want it to end. I didn't watch the last episode yet.
I literally cried. Like,
it was super sad.
I didn't think it was that sad.
Take it sleazy.
I didn't. Yeah, take it sleazy. Right.
Stop it. He's left out. He don't know what's going on.
He don't know about the good place.
He's going to the bad place then.
Right.
With the penis flatteners.
And like 3 more Jeremy Bearbees.
When I heard your name was Jeremy, I'm like, Jeremy Bearby. That's the first thing that went through my head. First thing, I should have said it.
Oh man, yeah, no, The Good Place is great, dude.
It's
like,
a great place, honestly.
it's a fucking great show.
I was talking to my
Great
mom about
place.
that.
I've been there.
I may check it out.
The middle place is more your speed.
Oh yeah, lukewarm water.
You would be in the middle place.
Oh my
The medium place, you would. Yeah,
That place sucks.
for sure.
That place sucks.
She gets all the cocaine she wants, and she can masturbate as much as she wants, but like nothing else is that great.
Only medium cut. What he said, medium temperature water, and she's there by herself. No, everything she drink is room temperature. Like her beer is room temperature. Everything is not great.
Why would I be in the medium place?
It's for people who ain't that bad.
Well, because like in the good place, the system's broken. In the good place, the system is broken in the show.
Because the good place is really the bad place.
Now
not initially.
I have to watch this show now just because y'all placed me in the medium place.
When
and
you
then
see it,
told
you're
me
gonna
it's
hate
full of lukewarm water, masturbation, and
Oh,
cocaine.
you're going to love the medium place.
You are gonna love the medium place.
That's biblical.
You're
Lukewarm.
going to be like, hey, you're going to be watching like,
This ain't so bad.
I can see that. And then the girl's going to be like, what you talking about? Nothing. But you're going to know. We were right. You're the medium place.
Yeah, the medium. I was shoot.
With the squirrels and everything.
It was squirrels there?
No.
I was about to say, his own personal for his murder.
Okay. His own personal. He living in the medium place right now. He got a house, but there's squirrels there. It's very medium, man. Nah,
Listen, man.
Leave my squirrels alone, man.
I didn't murder that fucking squirrel.
You have been convicted.
No, wait.
All right, so you got any last questions for Malli? Dorian? You got anything last you want to plug?
Anything want to plug?
Want to ask us anything?
Ask y'all? Oh, yes, Lord. Let me ask y'all. I want to ask Antoine if he wants to go into why he got kicked out of STEM on radio, if they don't know. All right, would you feel comfortable talking about that?
Why I got kicked out of STEM?
Yeah, we talked about this the other day. I was like, well, this is great. I didn't even know the whole story.
I got kicked out of STEM because
STEM was Antoine's high school.
Yes,
I was a bad child. And I was dispersing illegal substances to my classmates on a pretty regular basis.
Neighborhood hope dealer.
And they thought it'd be a good idea to smoke it in the bathroom of the school.
In the basement at that.
Yeah. And then I was on camera and some motherfuckers had snitched on me and said they seen me coming up from there. So then they said I was smoking it in there. So I was like, well, at this point,
smoking is better than dealing.
Probably better to be like, I was smoking in there. But I was just like, nah. I didn't do anything. And then they showed me like video of me coming up.
But you didn't do it though.
They were like, they were trying to get me to tell on other people because they said I was already caught. You should have seen how they came and got me. They came and got me with a real police officer.
They coursed you.
Like, came to my class with a real police officer. It was like, Antoine Smith. I was like,
oh, that's scary.
I was like,
that's scary.
That's a real cop.
What are you doing here?
You don't work here. And then they walked me down to like a fucking little room. There was just the principal and the cop and me. And they started interrogating me.
Big Jeff.
Yeah. So who else in here has marijuana? I was like,
I ain't no narc.
I don't know what you're talking about. Marijuana. Know anything about that? And then they smelled my fingers.
Oh, what kind of rookie stuff is that?
And they're like, your fingers smell like marijuana. And I was like,
playing my girl's hair.
Don't.
I was playing in my girl's hair.
Did you say no, they don't at least?
Nah.
I would have said no.
I was like, I was smoking before school.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't
that helps.
smoking during school.
That helps.
And they're like, so you smoke? I was like, yeah.
Maybe.
Then they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to.
Oh, that's bullcrap.
We're gonna have to walk you out and give you an involuntary transfer.
Ooh,
so they didn't expel me. They just sent me to public school.
That was a public school, I thought.
Well, they sent me to like a real. Hey, like fuck that shit for real, because they made me take back all my school time for that shit.
Oh, sugar honey.
And they were
tea.
like, you got to go back to 9th grade, and I'm like, yo, what the?
Yeah,
fuck?
It happened in 9th grade though. So if anything, you lost a semester. Grade. Yeah, it did. Sugar, I forgot about that.
We were all the way
yeah,
at the GE campus.
I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Oh yeah, your show did happen in 7th grade. Dang,
so I was pretty salty about that.
Yo, what school you end up going to?
John Marshall.
Sorry.
Was that fun?
I wasn't really in there for long, and once again, I started just
Lord have mercy. Heck of a backstory you got there, man.
No, I went to school there for a while, but then I had a baby too, and I was just out. Like I just went and got my GED.
Sounds like this top boy or something. It sounds like heck of a backstory right here. Congrats, bro.
That was what happened.
I told Antoine one day that his life, if he were to like write it all out, it would be either a dope movie or a dope TV show.
It's a dope stoner movie right there. Honestly, that's a dope comedy, like Nick Cannon produced stoner film or something.
I just gotta make it to where I'm rich, and then you can write the movie, because the movie has to end with me being like rich. Can't just end with me like no. And now it's just
that's way more. That's way more relatable.
Right? Yeah.
Like I said, a stoner film.
Yeah, you know, I'm still living this life out here. Yeah. Thanks for enjoying the movie.
He's right. It's a way better film that way. Like way better film.
Like, because we've seen people end with the fucking rich lifestyle.
Yeah, that shit's played out.
Like the way 8 Mile ended. He wasn't rich. He just walked off.
He did just walk off after he shit on everybody.
Yup.
He was like, shit, and I'm out.
And I'm out.
And look at him now.
Hey. What?
Don't look at him now. Don't remember that man for what he's out here doing right now.
He just dropped the great album. What do you mean don't look at him now?
He did.
What?
What's that name of that? Music to Be Murdered.
I ain't fuck with it.
I didn't like it either.
I liked it.
He was a tip. What? Somebody pointed out a weak bar. He said, I'm like, wow, you focusing on a negative. We're pretty weak though.
So everybody always points out weak bars.
The one was fucking he said.
Yeah, the dude that he was all happy. He was like, because I'm being petty, but I ain't talking toes or something like that. And the dude was like, that was the hardest shit he ever said. And I was like, this is why I hate this album right now.
See, somebody ruined it for you, man. Like,
nope, I hate it now. Like,
Eminem said, I'm on fire like the liar's pants. And someone said, this is your hip hop goat right here.
They got a point.
This is your king.
Is this your king?
Yeah. No, real shit. It's all the way back to Black Panther.
The album was hard. They always point the weak, like you said, always point out the weak stuff. He said, I leave these pussies stretched out like the Octomom. I said, ooh. The lady who had 11 kids or 8 kids. I'm like, ooh, that was hard. Like, that one was hard. Forget the weak bar.
Forget the weak bar.
The fire the liar's pants, whatever.
The fire the liar's dick. He said Octomom. Octomom.
That's one of the good ones. I don't remember all of them, but that was one of the ones that stood out because I got that song on my playlist. One of my.
I just felt like there was a whole bunch of unnecessary features on there.
He had Black Thought on there. That was hard.
A whole bunch.
That's legendary stuff.
Black Thought, man.
That's the song he did it on too. The one with Black Thought, the Octomom bar. It was Q-Tip and Black Thought. Come on now, that's history, hip hop history right there.
There was one other person on that.
It was another person. I think his name was Lotus. Put it Lotus or something like that. I forget his name. It was
I don't
more
even
than one.
think if I made it that.
Was it
I don't
Royce?
think I made it that far.
Roy,
I don't think I did either.
Now I want to know for sure.
I only listened to like the first like 4 or 5 songs. And I was like, I'm good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Music should be murdered. It was dope.
All right. Well, I think we're going to be wrapping up Not Your Average Hipsters for the week. Check out Malli Phresh's new album, Hood and Holy, coming out February 23rd.
Yes, sir. My birthday, his ex-girl's birthday.
That's Not Your Average Hipsters, baby.
You gotta bring that up.
Y'all listen up, let me drop a few gems. Police shooting black people and it's off of whims. Every time I see it, ooh, I get really mad. So I'm gonna do my part to prevent a hashtag. Be polite, hands in sight, raise them high to the sky. They can't say you've got a weapon, then your hands ain't by your side. Say yes sir, say no ma'am, be respectful, that's the plan. They can't say you get it hostile if you call me, call them ma'am. Be polite, hands in sight, raise them high to the sky. They can't say you've got a weapon, then your hands ain't by your side. Say yes sir, say no ma'am, be respectful, that's the plan. They can't say you get it hostile if you call me, call them ma'am. And don't reach for your phone and don't reach for your brush. Keep your hands in their sights, don't you dare keep them tucked. And it helps if you're dressing like someone becoming president. Now that your household resident, now they looking for evidence in your pocket and your wallet. If they bad, they won't stop it. They can't come inside your home if they don't have a warrant on your car. So don't make them. If you run, you won't shake them. These are laws, please don't break them. Solve your problems, don't create them. Be polite, hands in sight, raise them high to the sky. They can't say you've got a weapon, then your hands ain't by your side. Say yes sir, say no ma'am, be respectful, that's the plan. They can't say you get it hostile if you call me, call them ma'am. Be polite, hands in sight, raise them high to the sky. They can't say you've got a weapon, then your hands ain't by your side. Say yes sir, say no ma'am, be respectful, that's the plan. They can't say you get it hostile if you call me, call them ma'am. I'm just trying to drop some knowledge, cause I never had these problems, and I serve a higher power, yeah, he always keep me covered. The police ain't all bad, I'm just trying to find the good ones like a needle haystack. I don't wanna get hurt looking, I don't wanna get poked or harassed, even sprayed. It just seems like white people are the only getting taste, and the only getting maced, and the only to survive, and the only getting Burger King when we not left alive. Oh, that hurt, but it's true, I feel safe, how about you? They gon' do what they gon' do, just make sure they don't do to you. Now be polite, hands in sight, raise them high to the sky. They can't say you've got a weapon, then your hands ain't by your side. Say yes sir, say no ma'am, be respectful, that's the plan. They can't say you get it hostile if you call me, call them ma'am. Be polite, hands in sight, raise them high to the sky. They can't say you've got a weapon, then your hands ain't by your side. Say yes sir, say no ma'am, be respectful, that's the plan. They can't say you get it hostile if you call me, call them ma'am. Ayy.